If you have a computer, you probably have an operating system called Windows on it. But lately, so many people have been switching to another operating system called Linux. It is open source, very customizable, free, no bloatware, which just means no useless stuff. And if you choose the right distribution, as there are multiple versions basically, you can be insanely productive. Of course, everything good has its downsides too, like a lot of apps are not supported, meaning some of your favorite apps or games cannot be used and played, like Adobe that I literally used to make this video. Some distributions are hard to learn if you're switching from another operating system, very scary to install at times, and once you use it, you can't shut the f up about it. Now, after looking at this list, I came to the conclusion that I could just have both. This is, however, a very spooky and scary process.
So right now I am just grabbing the free space. And now we wait.
So before installing though, you need to do a lot of research on what distribution to choose. It can be the simplest like Linux Mint and Ubuntu, which kind of look like Windows, not gonna lie. You can have Kali, which I heard is very hacky and you can hack the matrix and stuff, I don't know. And if you want the absolute CBT OS, then Arch Linux is perfect. Now, just to say that my first distro of Linux is the hardest one. While still making things easy for myself, I decided to opt for Omarchy. Something that's normally not difficult at all to install, and also not the most liked by the Linux community. The problem with Omarchy is that it installs itself on a whole drive. So if you have one drive and want Omarchy along with Windows, well, sucks for you because it's not possible. Or is it? By manually installing Omarchy using Arch, you can actually install it to partitions. This also means that it goes from 0 difficulty to very difficult once again.
And so now, ladies and gentlemen, it's time to hit Arch install. Bang. Whoa. Oh, okay. Oh, come on. It's still going. It's been like 10 minutes now. Bruh. And we are in.
Okay, so I managed to get OBS working. Learn key bindings, Super K. Let's see. So Super is supposed to be the Windows key, and there are a lot of things. Okay, let's start off with Super Enter. That's the terminal. And Super W closes. Very nice. File Manager. Okay, yeah, we'll need that. Universal Copy Paste Cut. What? I should probably read the manual. Okay, so Windows Alt Space. Let's install some Zen browser. Here it is. And that was pretty fast. So now if there we go. It works. Anyways, I want to continue my tutorial and there is no audio. Why is everything using my microphone? RV deadass. Okay, so now I need to reboot. So then, if it works, I'm going to be recording on Windows, and if it doesn't, I will be recording on my phone.
Okay, so no, I didn't test it yet, but this is to show you that yes, here it is, Windows Boot Manager. Please, I hope it works.
Oh my god, it's actually working. If I look here, yeah, I have everything. Partitions are well set. So, Windows works. I don't know where my wallpaper is, but hey, it works.
And now we're going to try Linux. Let's see if it actually lets us, because I don't know, man. Well, okay, that was faster than Windows, that's for sure.
So now that we know that it works, let's explore what apps there are. Whoa. Okay, there are a few things that I don't really need, which you may call bloatware, but there are also a lot of things that are pretty useful, like Obsidian, which we will open right now. To-do list. Customize Hyprland, basically this window manager. Customize Wayland, which, wait, no, Waybar, which is basically this taskbar right here. Customize background. Install Lunar client with mods, because I want to play Skyblock. Make a web app. What else? Customize the terminal. Customize e-binds. And this is really just a chore list, isn't it? It's all customization. communicate with someone, basically like Discord or WhatsApp. Now, I think the one that makes the most sense should go up here. That should do it. Now, the most logical thing to do is to read the manual, but that's not what we are going to do. Maybe that is what we are going to do. Okay, wait, I got a new idea. Clean the bloatware. Hyprland conf, controls key bindings default. Yeah, that's what we need. Now there is an easy way to access these, which is by super alt space, setup, config, Hyprland. Boom, I'm a genius. Wait, I'm in the wrong place. Oh, key bindings. Now this is what we need. Now let's press I for insert, and then we change this to Q, and now escape, colon, and then WQ. There we go. And now super Q should, yes, open up the terminal. Anyways, it's getting kind of late, so I will continue this later. Until then, bye-bye. Okay, so it's been a few days, but now we are back, and let's open up our to-do list. Let's see what we should do. Let's start with an easy one, clean the bloatware. So as you can see, we got a ton of web apps and just stuff that I don't really use. I don't even know what some of these do. If you go into this menu and then remove web apps, okay, whoa, there are 2 pages. Okay, so I don't want ChatGPT. Whoa, that was an instant. Let's remove some more, but wait, didn't I just remove this? Okay, so Control A, select all, and we can keep YouTube and GitHub, sure. The rest can go. And so now if we check, yeah, a lot of things are missing. Also, I almost forgot, we should mark this as completed, which, okay, there are no emojis in Obsidian, but I believe there's an emoji picker, yep. Super Control E, check. Yeah, check mark, there it is. Oh, it's probably on the clipboard? Yeah, so 1 down. Let's make a web app this time. So install web app. Let's create a new web app. You can start with the app launcher. Okay, name. Let's name it after my channel. Let's insert the link right here. Boom, and icon URL. Well, we need to open Zen for that. By the way, with super left click, you can move windows around. And so if I right click and then copy image link, and if I paste that in there, I don't know if that's good, but okay, so now apparently, yeah, there it is. Oh, shoot. And there it is. That's so crazy. Now, technically, we already did this, so bang. Next up, let's do the background. And once again, we open the browser and let's search for a cool background. So Control Alt space and then install style background. And now, if I paste my image in here, we close this. And so now if we press Control super space, it should cycle between backgrounds. Oh, there it... Oh my days. Okay, yeah, so let's stick with this one because it's so low resolution. Okay, I did prepare another one. Paste this in here. And so now, there it is. That's so cool. And we can check this off. Okay, so let's see Lunar Client. So super alt space, install. There is gaming, but I don't think... Yeah, there is Minecraft right there. Lunar Client. Oh, there it is. And now if we check, yep, okay, log in with Microsoft account, unable to sign in. Interesting. Well, that's great because I can't log in. Well, then let's install gaming, Minecraft. Whoa, that was really fast. Oh, what's happening? Why is it so big? That's what she said. I know with Microsoft, and yeah, here it works. Why is it so big? Okay, and I'll play on this device. What? Oh, wrong version. And yep, latest release. And yeah, that should work. So this was a fail. No entry. Bam. Anyway, let's communicate with someone. So Discord. And now if we open. And there it is. Now while it's installing, let's set a few more wallpapers. Oh. What? Never mind, this is Discord. It installed. And there it is. Now who should I communicate with? Never mind, I'm going to close this because I have no friends. Anyways, I'm going to install a few more wallpapers. Oh, that's clean. Anyway, communicate with someone is done. And now which one should we do? Let's customize Waybar. Okay, so I've been struggling for a few minutes now, and oh, there it is. Alright, let's change the height so it's a bit bigger. That should be double the size. And so now if we write, nothing happened. Maybe if I close. Oh yeah, there it is. Okay, this is starting to look pretty good. Now I want to change this to bottom. So we write and quit. Oh, there it is. Now I do want to check it out if I can make it transparent. To just Waybar's opacity, set the opacity property in your style.css file. Okay. Okay, so if I search Waybar, oh, there it is. Style.css. Is this safe to edit though? Okay, so I made a backup, and now let's open with NeoVim. Let's see. Oh yeah, there it is. Background color. Background. What is it supposed to mean? Color. Anyway, let's change it. Maybe the font size to 20. Okay, so I'm guessing that star means the bar. So if I just put in opacity like 0.6. And so now if I write, okay. Oh, that's not good. That's really not good. Okay, so I broke the Waybar. How do I fix this? Set it to 1. And so now if you write, okay. Whew. Anyway, let's start stylizing Hyprland. Maybe that will work. And interesting, everything is commented out. And maybe set the gaps to 2 and then 4. Let's do rounding. 8 should be enough. And so if I write, oh, that rounded corner. Ooh. Okay, so let's search up how to make it more transparent. Decoration, inactive opacity. There it is. Inactive opacity should be 0.6. And so now if I write, oh, wow. Maybe let's change it to 0.7. That works way better than I thought. Okay, so customizing Hyprland was a success. And the Waybar was around half of a success. And so now customize the terminal. Okay, so when I tried customizing my laptop's terminal, I bricked it. So I'm a bit scared to do this, but let's not mess up this time. Okay, so if we open the terminal and then vim, actually wait, neovim .bash rc, this should be the terminal's like config file. Wait, what? Don't mess with these directly, just override them here, source. Okay, so should I override them in this file or in .local share? So yeah, adding aliases, functions and stuff should be in the .bash rc, so that's where we were. I also found out that you should modify everything in the .config directory and that we shouldn't really touch those in the .local share. We learned something new. If we now insert the command fast fetch, if you open up the terminal, yeah, okay. Well, let's change the logo now. Okay, so I've already prepared my logo and let's add this to fast fetch. Now I do want to make this an ASCII art, so let's see what we can do. Okay, so voiceover here. Basically, I've struggled for around 40 minutes just trying to get ASCII art to work. But in the end, I found a solution that I think everyone should use for ASCII art. Okay, so there's something called GP2A, which should mean JPEG to ASCII art. Here it is. And so now if I install this, I should have a JPEG to ASCII art converter on the computer. Okay, so now that it's installed, let's change the directory. And now in downloads, okay. And so now we should find our image. Yeah, there it is. I'm going to rename this real quick. And so now if I do, oh, okay, that looks super good. What are the colors though? Okay, so apparently if I do the same command, but -- colors. Okay, that looks insane. Now I do want to save this. So let's see all the commands. Oh, output, there it is. Write output to a file. That is exactly what we need. So insert the same command, but now with output, set the directory where it should save. Okay, a file appeared, but this is, I think, a bit too big. There is a size variable, so let's change that maybe. So we did override it. It's much smaller. And so now if I do fast fetch logo and the directory, let's use the .txt file. Oh my days, it actually works. Let's tweak it a little bit though. Okay, so now if I open the terminal, it works. That looks crazy. And we can officially mark off the terminal. Wow. To make this list look better, I'm going to delete Lunar Client and instead install Minecraft. That way we can actually tick it off. And so now the final task of this video. Oh man, it's done. So we completed basically everything. Now let's do scoring. So the difficulty is like 7 out of 10. It was pretty difficult, but I thought that it would be at least a 10 out of 10 difficulty, as in insanely difficult. The enjoyment is, let's do an 8.5 out of 10. It was actually fun not knowing what you're doing. The customization is like a 9 out of 10. At first I thought that it would be like 100 out of 10, meaning like you can customize everything. But then I realized that, yeah, there are some limitations, which, not gonna lie, is pretty natural. And it may go up to a 10 out of 10 if I actually do some more research. The availability for like apps and stuff is actually a 7 out of 10. There are way more apps that are compatible than I thought. But of course, some of my main things are missing, like Adobe apps and some other games. Let's do scariness, which should go into difficulty, but is a 6 out of 10. Setting everything up and possibly bricking your PC makes you bricks, but if you do some research, then it's completely fine. And so overall, what do I think of this operating system? It is a 10 out of 10. But why? Well, you see, while nothing on this list is actually a 10 out of 10, I still liked it so much. The whole process of installing, learning new things, doing research, customizing it to your will, just how it looks, how it feels, all the things that you can actually do, unlike Windows. The productivity with Hyprland is also so good. Learning the keyboard shortcuts can be a bit frustrating, but they are not complicated at all. You can also customize them, so it's not like you're limited to like default settings or stuff. So yeah. So it has once again been a few weeks at this point. I've been looking at tutorials, yes, I've been reading the manual, and yeah, I was wrong about the 9 out of 10 customizability because this is 10 out of 10. It turns out that I was actually stupid, and not just that it wasn't possible. If I actually found the right files and right settings, then it could have worked so much better. I actually made Waybar transparent, I added workspace switching animations. Unfortunately, I still use Windows basically 99% of the time, because this thumbnail, this video, and everything that you're seeing was made in Adobe. So yeah, thank you guys for watching. Make sure to subscribe and comment down below what operating system you use. Is it Linux? Is it Windows? Or perhaps it's Mac? Something that I did not talk about this video, but it may be part of a video in the future. Who knows? Anyways, I'll see you guys next time. Peace.